Hey you guys, so today's video is going to be on this kind of classic winged liner with a bright bold red lip. So I've never actually done anything like this on this channel before. I don't think I've done anything with like a bright red lip. Don't know why. So yeah, if you guys want to know how to do this, then let's just get right into it. So for foundation, I'm going to be using my Revlon Color Stay in 150 Buff, and I'm just going to be taking this on a kind of dense brush like this, and this is by my Shany Cosmetics set that I just got not too long ago. Just gonna dab this around my face like I always do in circles because I feel like this helps get the product like around my face better. I don't know. I'm not a fan of like putting the product on the brush and then putting it on my face. Just not my thing. Just gonna kind of pat this on my face, and I'm kind of just using patting motions and sometimes like little circular motions just to kind of make sure that everything's really well buffed into the skin. If you guys haven't tried this foundation yet, you definitely should. It's like one of my top 3 favorite drugstore foundations. It might be my favorite, I don't know. It's a tie between this or L'Oreal True Match. I like to take whatever's left over on my brush and just kind of swipe it over my eyelids as well, just because I feel like this helps kind of get my eyes ready for priming before I put on the eyeshadow later. Probably should have put my hair up for this, but oh well, you live and learn. Now I'm going to take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, and this concealer is so pale, which is awesome for me, but I'm about to look real scary until I get like the rest of my face done, so just bear with me. I'm just placing this over any blemishes or red areas that the foundation didn't really cover as well, so basically just over any like little face monsters. And on my chin, I get a little bit red right here, around the nostrils. Okay. And then I just place some underneath my eye like this. This is just gonna kind of help brighten up this area. I don't put too much of this like right near my eye because it tends to cake up just a tiny bit, but I like to just kind of put it around the eye. I'm actually taking this slanted eyeshadow brush from Shany, but I like to use this as a concealer brush to kind of just blend out the concealer. I like that it's slanted because I can really get up in this eye area. It kind of just like fits around that area really nicely, and it's easy to blend out concealer. I like to switch between using my finger and my brush for blending out concealer under my eye. I don't know why. Some days I just like using my finger more. Some days I like using the brush more. Just can't decide which one I like better. Before I get any further with the makeup, I'm just going to take this e.l.f. lip exfoliator, and I'm just going to run this across my lips to kind of prime my lips for the lip stain that I'm going to be using later, because lip stains are always a little bit drying, and I just want to make sure that my lips are prepared. I don't know how it took on this shape. I don't know. I can't explain, but just pretend that it looks alright. Plus you can eat it when you're done with it. I have gone in and done my eyebrows and also primed my lids with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I was looking for my NYX white eyeshadow base, but I couldn't find that anywhere, so just used my old trusty Soft Ochre. Anyways, I'm going to take my Saucebox Etude palette. I'm going to take this shade right here called Beaming, and I'm just going to place this all over my lid as a base color. And I'm just taking this on a big brush just to get more coverage, and you guys probably already know this, you've probably seen me do it a million times. I love this eyeshadow as a base because it matches my skin tone really well, and it just helps the other eyeshadows to blend over the top of it nicely. I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush and take this color Cream Dream. I'm just going to place this in the crease. This color is just a nice transition color. Doesn't show up that much, but just makes it easier to put more colors in the crease and just kind of create like a nice blended effect. So this is just the first step of placing colors in the crease. And I'm being careful not to get it down on my lid just because we're going to want to keep that nice and clean. It kind of helps to look down as well when you're doing a look like this, just because the way that you're looking down helps you to get that color deposited right where you want it in the crease. Like as you look down, you can see that line where your eyeball ends, kind of, and like it turns into your eye socket. So it just makes it really easy to see where you want to place the colors. So once I have that blended out in the crease, I'm going to go into the Lorac Pro palette and take mauve or mauve, whatever it is. And I'm just going to take this on that same brush and just place it in the crease as well. Actually, you know what? Just kidding. I'm going to take a smaller brush like this that's a little bit flat, kind of like a shader brush, and pick this up on that. This is just going to help it be more kind of focused where I want it to be. So I'm going to take this and kind of trace my crease. I'm going to blend it out later, but I'm just going to place this right here just to have it where I want it, and then I'll blend it out. I'm going to go about 2/3 in. And it's okay if you get some on the lid. It's alright, we're going to clean that up later. Don't you worry. I'm going to go back in with that same blending brush and take a little bit more of that Cream Dream and just blend that mauve out. So I'm just going to keep blending back and forth, kind of doing little circular motions upwards towards my brow, but obviously not all the way up there. Just kind of making sure that it's a nice smooth blend. This isn't a very overall dramatic look for the eyes, just kind of helps create some dimension, so it's not going to be crazy, just kind of adding some depth and stuff. You know what I mean. And I'm making sure to blend this color all the way down, like to over here, so that when I do a winged liner, the wing is going to meet with the blend. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a couple minutes. I feel like I want the outer part of my eyes to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to take Sable, and I'm going to take it on an angle brush like this. I'm just going to place this in the outer third or so of my crease. Kind of flicking it upwards as I go, so it makes the blending process a little bit easier. Like I said, I'm not going to go too far in with this, just kind of trying to create more depth in the outer part of my eye. I'm going to take my MAC 217 blending brush and I'm just going to go over everything that I just did. Now I'm going back to my Saucebox Etude palette and I'm going to take this almost white shade right here called Snowflake. I'm going to take it on a flat kind of shading brush and I'm just going to place this all over my lid just to brighten up that area and kind of clean up if any of that crease eyeshadow going on got on the lid. So I'm just going to take that right up to the crease. I'm also going to bring this into my inner corner a little bit. I'm not going to go for any crazy like shimmery highlights today just because I kind of like this matte look. I'm going to place this underneath my brow as well, on my brow bone. Just kind of blend that out with my finger. This is why I wish I had that white NYX eyeshadow base, because it makes the colors pop a lot more. Like this would show up a lot whiter than it is right now. Just kind of makes it a little bit, I don't know, just a little cooler looking, but it's okay. So for this look, I want to do kind of more of a dramatic, thicker wing than I usually do, like on a day-to-day basis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, it comes with a little brush so it's easy to do like every step, and I'm just going to start at the outer edge. And I'm going to just make that line that connects to the eyeshadow that we have in the crease. And it doesn't have to be perfect at first. I always go back in and fix my eyeliner. It's never perfect the first time. So I'm going to make that line, and then I'm just going to connect it. I'm going to look down, connect it to my lid. And you'll find that if you look down like this, if you just make a line like that, it kind of curves to the natural curve with your eyeball. So it kind of lays onto your lid nicely. It's weird to explain. So I'm just going to continue bringing this all the way to the inner corner of my eye. Sorry if my hand's in the way. And of course I make it thinner the closer in to the corner of my eye I get. So I've applied mascara a little bit to my upper and lower lashes. I'm going to be using fake eyelashes, so I didn't put too much on, but I'm just going to take this white eyeliner pencil by NYX and I'm just going to really lightly line this lower, what is it called? Waterline, yes. This is just going to help brighten up the eye. I'm not doing it too heavily though, because sometimes it looks a little bit crazy. I'm just going to be applying these red cherry lashes. I think they're in the style 43, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to apply these with the House of Lashes glue. I don't know how this happened, but I literally just spent like 5 minutes looking for the other eyelash, and then I realized that it had somehow gotten glued to my elbow. So now I'm going to finally move on to finishing my whole face makeup. I like to wait until I'm done with my eyes to do that. So I'm taking this Airspun, and I've never used this before. I just picked it up last night, but I follow Patrick Starr on Instagram and watch his YouTube channel, and he's always using it, and so I figured I would just give it a shot, so I'm going to use it today. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, it smells like, oh my god, it smells like babies and grandmas at the same time. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. So I'm just going to set pretty much the areas that I put the concealer, like under my eyes, a little bit on my chin. Okay, this smell is so strong. If you're not into products that smell really strong, then you probably won't like this, but it was only like $6 at Walmart, and I thought I'd just give it a shot. So now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia contour kit. I'm just going to take that middle shade down here, Fawn, and I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones. I like to use Fawn pretty much all over my cheeks and temples and forehead area. And then sometimes I go in with the darker one to the left. I think it's called Java. I don't know which one. And I kind of like to deepen up my cheekbones just a tiny bit with the darkest one. So I just like to kind of get this all over the face. Then I'm just going to take a smaller brush and take that darker one. Just go more precise with it. Now I'm going to take this Rose d'Oro, I think it's called, blush by Milani. I'm just going to place this on the apples of my cheeks and kind of blend it in with that bronzer and contour that we just did. I like this blush because it's kind of luminous. It gives like a nice kind of light effect to your face. And last but not least, I'm going to take this highlight over here and just place this on the highest points of my cheeks. So now I'm going to move on to the lips, and I'm going to be using this Sephora Cream Lip Stain in 01 Always Red. I just got this in the mail a couple weeks ago with a Sephora gift card, and I've never tried their lip stains before, and I really love it for $13. It is really good quality, and I'm really excited about it. Really want to get more colors. So my favorite thing about this is that you don't need to use a lip liner. It's got a doe foot applicator like this, and it is a little bit big, so if you're uncomfortable with using this without a lip liner, then by all means go ahead and line your lips first. It makes it a little easier to fill in, but I'm just going to wing it like this and hope that it looks okay. Alright guys, so that is it for the tutorial today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you like this kind of like chatty get ready with me type style tutorials. I kind of like filming them before I leave for class, and yes, I'm going to wear this to class. People are probably going to think I'm like going somewhere really important afterward. I'm not. I'm just going to come back home and get my pajamas, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I had a lot of fun doing this one for some reason. I need to do more looks with like bright lips like this, I think. What do you guys think? As always, if you have any suggestions of specific looks that you want me to do, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!